Look, man, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Growth is choosing peace when chaos feels justified. That's just the bottom line. Sometimes people closest to you can stress you the most. But every time I felt like responding out of emotions, something positive remind me to stay grounded. Just is what it is, man. Like, God gonna show you who's for you. How they move when you need them the most. So just pay attention and don't do it with anger, but with understanding. Like, everyone in your life has a role. Some are lessons, some are blessings, and some are, to me, are just musty. I stopped explaining myself and started observing people instead. When you feel used, don't crash out. Step back. Watch, learn, protect your energy. Like, every time I almost posted something negative today, like, life sent me good news. Like, I ended up talking to my boss today about putting myself in a direction so that I can climb the ladder, and I can tell off the response of what I told him that I was trying to learn and the things that I were doing. He ended up coming back, reciprocating that he had put me in line, with some with a higher up that's really, skilled and that can be able to help lead me in a direction, for me to be able to get where I wanted to go. So I'm very thankful, and to me, that's growth, that's alignment, that's a reminder to stay positive even when emotions are loud. So, like, I'm really thankful, for the decisions that I'm making. I also put myself in like a crazy position yesterday. Like, I expressed myself, to somebody, and I know that I really should not have done that because I know that it could probably trigger, the way that, they will respond. And I almost felt like there was, like some aggression going back and forth. But at the end of the day, I still, I stepped back and held my tongue because at the end of the day, it's like, I know who I am. I know who I've become. So I'm going to I'm gonna do things just a little bit different than I usually do. Like, to me, growth is catching yourself before you react. Like, the old me would have crashed out. The new me learning to breathe, observe, and to move smarter. So I'm glad with the growth, and I can't really complain. Like, some people only call you when they need something. I stopped taking it personal and started taking notes. Not everyone is meant, to pour into you. Some are just passing through. So, you just you gotta learn the difference of who's really who. So protect your peace, make because when you do that, it's gonna make you look different. What I'm saying, to the people who benefit from your silence. Set boundaries isn't hate. It's just self respect. I'm learning that every disappointment carries a hidden lesson. The moment I feel stressed, something positive happens right after. That's life reminding me to stay patient. You can love people deeply and still step back when the energy feels off. Like, love doesn't mean access, so don't have so many expectations, out of people. Learn to understand, because you never know what that person is going through. And like I say, when it comes to triggers, you never know what people, how people will respond or how bad a situation can get when it never really had to escalate, the way that, some things actually do. Every time I feel like reacting, God sends me a blessing to stay focused. So I'm really thankful for that. Being there for people actually taught me, who's really there for me. I'm not changing. I'm just seeing things clearer now. Like, some lessons hurt because, because they open in my eye, because they open my eye. But peace feels better than proving a point, and I'm cool with that. Look, basically, real life, you're gonna go through real lessons. There's nothing wrong with that. Every test ain't meant to break you. Some are meant to teach you. So stay firm, Like I say, I didn't crash out. I learned from it, and that was growth. I'm learning to choose peace over reactions.